Okay, so once again, I'm on the My AMP website, and I'm looking at the arteries of the thorax. And what I'm going to be really talking about is the arteries that come off of the aorta, which is right here. This is the arch of the aorta, and the the arteries that come off of them and the areas of the body that they go to. Once again, this website actually helped me way more in life than the cat dissection did. The cat dissection is, I mean, at our level, we're still somewhat novice at the dissection. We're, not advanced, but not very beginners, but we're still inexperienced in it, and it's still difficult to try to discern what's what in there. And looking at this really was able to help me more than the dissection was. So to go give a brief overview of what I did, I looked at here's the aorta, and I would hide the labels, and I would try to know which ones I remembered, and I would keep the arrow just a little bit off of it, and then I'd go on it and click on it, and then it says it.
Brachiocephalic artery.
And sometimes I would really try to not see the word that comes up when you click on it, so that way I can just hear it, and I kind of, in a sense, brainwash myself with it. But this is what I really studied to show the arteries that are coming off the aorta: left subclavian, brachiocephalic, left common carotid.
Left common carotid artery.
Ironically enough, the brachiocephalic, the common carotid, and the subclavian, I remember this one way. I remember this was BCS, like in football, then college football, the BCS championship bowl games. Brachiocephalic, carotid, subclavian. Brachiocephalic, carotid, subclavian. That was my little way of remembering that. Continuing on to the veins of the thoracic cavity, we have here the superior vena cava, and you can see some of the names of the veins are similar to the arteries. Well, there's a reason for that. Brachiocephalic, brachio meaning arm, cephalic meaning head, so it kind of gives you an idea of where things are going from there. And one way I really learned to look at the root of the word and see what was that, because that's going to give you the answer 9 times out of 10. Now, maybe not that, but half the time at least, it's going to give you the answer. So, we have the right brachiocephalic, which is going to go to the right side of the body, obviously, and go to the arm and have something to do with going to the head, right? Left brachiocephalic, well, look, let's follow it. Well, it goes right there to the arm, and it comes and branches off and goes to the head, or comes from the head, I should say, because we're talking about the vein, which is going to be blood coming back down this way. So that's the veins that tie into the superior vena cava. Next, I'm going to look at the inferior vena cava, and I mean, this is pretty simple stuff too. I mean, to me, it's just a lot of memorization, a lot of so-called brainwashing, and that's really how I did it. I would just sit here and look at it and do this.
Right common iliac vein. Left common iliac vein. Right external iliac vein. Left external iliac vein. Femoral veins. Femoral veins. Greater saphenous veins.
So basically, I would sit there and do that for my study time, and it paid off in dividends. I think I've done fairly well, and that's been my way of doing things. Just back to utilizing the technology at hand, because I'm not a bookworm. I'm not a sit down and study every night for a couple hours. I'm more of I need to hit it quick, and I need to know it, and I need to find a way that sticks with me, and this is how it is. Help me.